In this video, we will attempt to address the elephant in the room of Paygo, customer churn. When a distributor structures a business offering Paygo plans or asset-based financing, it is often facing great complexity than under a classic retail approach. One main reason is that on retail approach, a distributor makes positive cash flow at every sale. With Paygo, every sale is cash flow negative for months, until a certain point in the repayment plan, and if a client fails to repay in due time, the distributor would be suffering a situation of customer churn, which can often lead to structural losses if the rate is too high. Customer churn rate is one of the greatest challenges of the off-grid Paygo sector. And such challenge even starts by what we consider or not customer churn or churn rate. As customer churn measurement can vary from one company to another, Google, Lighting Global and World Bank introduced the key performance indicators for the off-grid pay-as-you-go solar sector to provide standards that could be equally applied to all business models within the industry. Based on the current KPI framework, churn rate is the fraction of units that have gone inactive over the previous 90 days. It seeks to help off-grid Paygo companies to manage portfolio health and business model performance and better measure credit risk. Also, the portfolio at risk par KPI is used to evaluate customers' repayment abilities. When focused on churn, we came across several dilemmas. For example, the aggressive growth versus portfolio health is to say whether focusing on quick customer acquisition or high-quality portfolio, or finding the good balance between end-user affordability and risk exposure, such as lowering down payments to reach the highest number of customers without increasing non-payment risk for companies. Highlighting these challenges in reaching scale in Access to Energy report, global consulting firm ISRA proposed a valuable list of best practices for off-grid Paygo companies, such as reinforced customer selection through credit scoring, improving customer service and satisfaction, shorter contract periods, or incentives to increase payment rates. Baobab Plus and Bright Life give a good illustration of such best practice, by opening doors of traditional microfinance to their best clients as a reward for good credit behavior. However, it's difficult to have complete control over churn rate, as unpredictable external factors can impact customer churn. Taking the example of Solaris Tanzania, implementing such best practice has contributed to considerably decreased churn rate. Running credit scoring, for example, has allowed to better manage and control customer portfolio. Likewise, raising the initial payment for entry range offer, implemented recently, is expected to continue decreasing the churn rate as verified during the last year.
So the way to prevent uninstallations or default is to make sure that when we're selling each individual system, the customer is financially stable enough to be able to pay for that system for the duration of the loan. So that loan is between 1 and 3 years. We prevent it, so we do a credit check up front, which is we try to understand what income the customer has, and we do not sell a system that costs more than 10% of someone's income. The other way in which we prevent uninstallations and try to reduce default is we monitor closely the activation rate of our system. Using the Pay-as-you-go platform, we can actually monitor that and address it, and our call center makes random calls to the client to verify the information that's been input into the system.
PaygOps provides distributors with advanced after-sales features to improve customer satisfaction through its enterprise offer, with custom workflows allowing the automatization of process. When we look deeper at the implications of churn, we realize once more that Paygo is far more than just a payment collection method, but a diversity of business models which are still investigating paths to profitability. And that's what PayGops helps them focusing to.